Welcome, everyone. Should be on point now. Just want to make sure that we're all streaming okay. This is going to be Silent Hill tonight. Hopefully everything's all good. Let me just check to see if everybody's online. Make sure we got Twitch. Hey, Shalashka, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Shalashka, god damn it. I still can't say that. Okay, I think Twitch is up, hopefully. Yeah, we got Twitch. And YouTube. YouTube should be up as well. Okay, it's just I'm not playing. This is just auto playing right now. Let me know if the audio levels are right. I did do a test. I think it should be about right. Maybe I can tone down the a little bit quieter. Should all be good though? Yep, we're streaming. Cool. We're good. A lot more fun when it's mispronounced. I got it right several times, but yeah, it's become the meme. I got to the meme now. But anyway, this is Silent Hill. This is the original. I don't remember exactly when the Japanese release date was, but the North American release was like a couple weeks ago, 20 years ago. So I'm kind of doing a somewhat belated 20th anniversary. So I've not played this game all the way through. I know it's a hardcore one. It's a lot more like the original Resident Evil games, but this one actually was pretty forward thinking in some ways. Obviously, it still uses PlayStation hardware compared, same as like the original Resident Evil games, but it was not fixed camera. It was actually full 3D. So Silent Hill from the beginning was kind of ahead of its curve a little bit, but it does suffer graphically now because of that. But I have run this as basically as high end as I can get without actually modding the game. I'm just running it in PSXE with a high resolution and smoothing and stuff like that. So anyway, hopefully that's enough for everybody. And yeah, I'll start a new game. I'll do normal. I'm not too hardcore right today. Oh, March 4th. Interesting. I do feel honored. I'm glad your cat is watching with you. This game does have a really creepy look to it. So yeah, you'll notice that the graphic resolution, I wasn't able to do too much to the text because that's sprite based, but I'm able to run it at around 1080p. I think it's actually running at a little bit less than that. Oh yeah, it is running less than it's a little bit better. It looks a lot better than vanilla PlayStation, but yeah, it's still a bit blocky. So it's not going to be it's not a remastered, but it's a little bit sharper. Remember right, the some of the stuff is sprite based, which I can't do much with, but okay, so that's pause, and this is map. Oh, you don't have the map yet. So yeah, and then I got a free look, and I've got sidestep, I've got run. Okay. Yeah, so it'll be a little bit clunky, but I mean that's what PlayStation 1 3D games are, so. Hybrid Heaven. Wow, that's a throwback. I remember playing that with my cousin like back in like 90. It had to be like 98 or something like that. The game was weird. It was like a fighting game RPG, like a wrestling game
Cheryl?
RPG.
Is that Cheryl?
My drink of choice. I'm being kind of a plebe right now. I don't know if you can tell from the camera. It's just LaCroix tangerine flavor. Also have Starbucks Frappuccino on the ready if I need it. Hey, wait, stop. Gotta love early 1990s U.S. localization teams. Got a kind of charm to it. Yeah, I think the textures are also very, very slightly filtered. Give it a little bit more rounded look. Not exactly Resident Evil 2 remake level, but a little bit sharper. This game is creepy. Yeah, I love this intro. It's actually great. One of the best game intros, I think. It's just so simple, and it's fairly hands-off. It doesn't like constantly prompt you with, hey, go here. Just kind of lets you wander around, just kind of soak in the atmosphere. Kind of cool story. The game designer, I forgot what the exact story was, but the famous fog wasn't actually supposed to be in the game. It was going to be more clear and open, but because of the PlayStation's limited hardware, they had to up the draw distance so far that it was almost like a technical limitation rather than an actual artistic decision. Ooh, beware of dog. That couldn't be bad, I'm sure. So yeah, the famous Sanho fog was actually because of bad hardware rather than an artistic vision. Blood and gore, it's always good. I don't know if you can hear it on the stream, but there's a very slight like a bomb warning horns in the background. You know, as has become famous with the series. These camera angles are wonky, but they really kind of mess with your head, which is effective. Sure, it's like part artistically driven, part that they didn't really know what they're doing. Honestly, this is pretty impressive lighting for PlayStation, honestly. Not like they have crazy dynamic shadows, but I mean, even this was kind of unheard of. Most games are fairly statically lit. Yeah, the air sirens. And it's just this kind of like dynamic you really take advantage of the fact that they have a motion camera and they have a fully 3D environment. They kind of really mess with your head because of that. It's all a little bit warped. It's got that kind of PlayStation graphics, warped graphics too. So it all kind of comes together in this sort of just disturbing nightmare perception, you know. I see this making some people feel sick.
What is this? What's going on here?
Uh-oh. Oh, he went right for the groin. Okay, that's not good. I don't know if I can actually survive here. I'm just supposed to die. Not good. Uh-oh. Nope. I played a couple Silent Hill games. I never quite got the story straight. I played Homecoming, which I know it's considered terrible. I thought I was okay, but everybody looks like they're possessed in this game.
Was I dreaming?
Yeah, Homecoming was okay, but I've heard 2 is the best from everybody. I played it at 2 as well.
Run over by a truck, but I'm all right, I guess.
Glad to hear it. You from around here? Why don't you tell me what happened?
Wait a second, I'm just a tourist. I came here for a vacation. I just got here. I don't know what happened. I'd like to find out myself.
One thing that's improved objectively is the timing of dialogue in modern games.
Have you seen a little girl? Just turned 7 last month. Short, black hair.
Seen a fan remaster of
My
2. It
daughter.
actually looks pretty good.
Sorry.
I'll
The
try
only
that out
person I've
sometime.
seen in this town is you.
Where is everybody?
I'd tell you if I knew, believe me.
The
From what I can
PlayStation
tell,
wobbly graphics are so weird.
stars going on. That's all I know.
I wonder why that is. I'd like to find out from an expert how that works.
What's your name?
Harry. Harry Mason.
Yeah, underground fires are scary. I lived out in the woods for years, and yeah, we had to be careful. You think that you let the fire go out, but if you burn, for example, a stump, the roots would slowly burn over days underground and could potentially cause fires. It's pretty crazy.
Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
My daughter. I've got to find her.
Maybe look at all chat rather than top chat, Cinequib. I can see everybody's chat.
Out there.
Is there something up with that?
In that case, I need to find her now. Cheryl's my little girl. I can't just leave her out there by herself.
A lot of dialogue.
Have you got a gun?
No.
Can't be without a gun.
This, and hope you don't have to use it. Now listen to me. Before you pull the trigger, know who you're shooting.
Hey, Archimegas, welcome to the stream.
And don't do it unless you have to.
Oh yeah, I'd be down for playing Legacy of Kain sometime. I actually want to I want to cover the first game in a future video, not too far ahead in the future.
Yeah, thanks.
You do best to stay nearby. I'll be back with help as quick as I can.
Graphics both look like well textured, but also really, really primitive. Kind of weird. Okay, the famous police station. Take it, yeah. Flashlight. A health drink. That's all I drink, actually, is health drink. KOTOR? I've not played all of them. I remember playing them on Xbox, the original, way back when, but I've not played through all of them. I'd be down at some point. I'll save there, yeah. Yeah, I'm up for pretty much anything. I usually just stream whatever I feel like at the time. I kind of heard about Silent Hill having a 20th anniversary. I thought it'd be kind of cool to do that. Of course, that was like a week or two ago, but, you know, radio seems broken. But I should take it because that's the famous, famous radio. Oh, knife. It's actually impressive how some things were, when you play old games, but you up-res them, you sometimes realize how high-res some of the, how too high-res some of the textures were. One thing I noticed about Morrowind is that the sky boxes and the sky textures are actually really high-res. Probably didn't help the game run fast, but they look nice. I liked original Legacy of Kain a lot, and then I did like KOTOR some. It reminds me a lot of Dragon Age in terms of the combat, where it's like the semi-turn-based, but yeah, I'll have to try it again sometime. I never really got into Jade Empire. Kind of missed that one. Heard it's really good, though. So they don't have limited saves here. You can just save whenever. Will actually be kind of a relief compared to playing Resident Evil 2 Remake. I know that they have a mode which lets you save anywhere, but I was playing hardcore because I'm a masochist, but check for everything, huh? Did I get the... Oh, should I read the note? I thought I read the note already. Oh, helps to have a map. It helps to have a map. I know the radio comes important later, but maybe it needs to turn on first before I grab it. But yeah, that's how it worked in the. You'd always hear like a. Oh, there it is.
What's that? Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
Huh. Radio. Make Nosgoth great again. Oh shit. Oh, that's bad. Oh. That's map. My controls are kind of messed up right now. Thing's gonna kill me. It's killed me. Wow. Well, that was embarrassing. Yeah, if I could actually move 3 inches while the thing was attacking me, that'd been nice. Back to the main screen. Oof. So I'm assuming I probably shouldn't be not equipped when I go out here. Have everything. Yeah, I should have everything. Let me. My controls are kind of funky, actually. One thing I thought was actually quite forward thinking. Most modern games don't even have this, but this has a fully customizable controls for a PlayStation 1 game. That's pretty good. All right, so I got it equipped. And then it's right trigger and fire. Okay. Let's try that again.
What's that?
Radio.
Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
Okay, you're dead now.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
The voice acting is so weird in this game. Not as bad as Resident Evil 1, but, you know, just kind of surreal. It's like a cold read, you know? It really is. Like, this is before I think they probably did have some sort of director, but before they'd kind of have somebody like kind of contextualize the dialogue when they're reading it, and so it was a bit more acted. Now this almost sounds like you're just clearly saying a script rather than actually saying anything real. Can I grab anything? Got anything? Throw an enemy at it me pretty quickly. How healthy am I? Oh, that's the wrong button. That's the map. Okay. Got some green. Used half my bullets. Yeah, iconic is a strong word. Resident Evil 1 definitely was. Well, I mean, almost every line has become a meme now. So, in Resident Evil 2, there's literally a achievement called Master of Unlocking. So that's how famous it's gotten. With you, the Master of Unlocking. Where could Cheryl have gone? Check that alley that you got destroyed in. I like how this game actually makes you follow maps and streets and stuff. Oh, is that ammo? Ammo on a bench? Not realistic, but I'll take it. little bit tank controls, but it's weird. The tank controls, but he's also really fast too. So it's kind of odd. It's a combination of slow and fast. They actually have street names on these signs. Can't really read them in this low res, but liquor store. Oh, the radio. Means that there's probably something around here. Probably walking right into something bad here. Map. Oh, okay, so I need to go to Cheryl over there, so it's a little to my left here. Alright, demons, where you be? It's not too bad, but I have to use the D-pad. This is before they had the dual shock. Oh, that's not map. Okay. Okay, to go through the intersection and then to the left. I haven't played Truck forever. I heard that the remasters were pretty good though. Saw GG Man's review. Oh, seen. Oh, I hear it. Oh, it's above me, I think. Son of a bitch. Ow. I think he nipped me there. I'm okay. For now. Oh, he's still alive. Can stomp him a bit. That is funny. Alright, I think there's an alley right over here. Probably shouldn't use all my bullets in unnecessary fights, but... Oh my god, I stomped absolutely everything in Dead Space. It's probably my most used action. Come on, where are you? They actually fly around. It's a bit rough. Especially in the 2D. Oh god. Kick that. Yeah, he must have... Isaac must have, like, you know, thighs of steel. Okay, I'm still not too hurt, and I have 12 rounds left. Possibly more with those extra. Okay, screw you guys. Oh, dogs. Still alive? Stop it! Oh, crap. And a bird. And another dog. I forgot how much they threw at you here. Where are you, bird? Oh, here's the bird. Ow. I don't trust you. Alright, I've got to be hurting now. Says I'm still slightly orange now. Cut off her limbs. Should I do that? Oh, right. No, Dead Space. Yeah, that was actually a cool mechanic. That actually changed up the way you fought because you actually wanted to cripple them as much as you could. Our dog. Kick it. Okay, dead. Beware of dog. Could have put the warning back, half a mile there. All right. Yeah, these are cliff racers. Oh my god. It's Morrowind all over again. Morrowind like 2 years or 3 years before. That's funny. It's disturbing. Oh, this is different. Let's hang in bullets, please. Yeah, it's amazing despite everything. It actually holds up decently. Really, technologically, is the only thing that, technical and controls are the only thing holding it back. If I had a better controller and better graphics at the time, it would have been fine.
Isn't this Cheryl's sketchbook? She's at the school.
Definitely hold your hand a bit. Okay. Probably rather go to the school than get attacked by whatever's in this damn. Oh, I see. They blocked it off. Is that a more of a map? Sketchbook cover. This picture, it's me. And I'll grab that crowbar too. Steel pipe. I will take it. I remember getting through the school, and then I don't know how much further I got on that. I think I installed this on the PlayStation 3 when I first played it, but I don't think I have a digital copy of this anymore. You can still buy it on PS3 though, on the PSN. It's just supposed to be cyberpunk. My overlay is supposed to be kind of like a cyberpunk. I guess that's a little bit Star Trek-y. I was going for cyberpunk. I bought a set and I customized it a bit, changed some colors, fonts, and stuff. I'm still probably going to adjust the fonts on the chat a little bit spaced out. I can make them probably a bit more condensed and fit more content in there, but the original font was just really hard for me to read. Oh, my Twitch says Resident Evil? That's too bad. Yeah, I hate Twitch. I honestly hate Twitch. I hate how it works. But it is better for streaming, so. I can't change it halfway through the stream, so. Yeah, I don't think I can change it. I set it to Sound Hill, but it just ignored me, I guess. Oh, I must not have hit update. Okay. Should be fine, I guess. Let's see if it updated at all. No, it didn't. It's still... That's stupid. Yeah, it still says I'm... Yeah. It's just dumb. I changed it. I changed the title. I changed the game. I changed everything. But yeah, it's just Twitch. I don't know. I have no idea how they're so successful considering their interface is so backwards. Hey, Lucky Fox. How's it going? Oh, all right. Where am I going now? Need to go to the school. Could cut through Levin Street, Madison Street, Midwich. Sure. We're going that way. I don't know if there's actually anything to loot in these places. Uh-oh. Screw that monster. Probably gonna catch up to me because he's flying. Uh-oh. It's the end of the road. No, I don't. I appreciate everybody watching. It's just, yeah, I've just had so many problems with Twitch, and I don't like their inconsistent application of rules and stuff, and just some of their arbitrary decisions. YouTube has a lot of it too, but I've kind of gotten my head around those a bit better. I don't know. Twitch kind of seems like they're still playing it like the Wild West, despite making millions of dollars. Doesn't make much sense to me. If you plan on modding Daggerfall, I would look into Daggerfall Unity. Wow, there's a lot of dogs here. I'd probably check out modding Daggerfall Unity. I think that's probably the best place to start modding. The game's nearly done. Oh, I can't get over here. Okay, I have to take the other way. Trying to mod the DOS version is going to be really tough. I have to go south then. Yeah, but they've designed Daggerfall Unity to be moddable from the ground up, so I'd recommend checking that out. That seems to be a much better idea. And you can also collaborate with other people and combine your mods with theirs and do all sorts of cool stuff. Like people have been creating... One of the coolest mods I've heard about is adding fast travel that actually travels you through the map at like 10 or 50x speed, so you actually get to see the train you're going over. I thought that was a pretty cool idea. Stay away from me, bird. That's a pig noise. It's just not as open. The DOS version isn't as open, so you're gonna have to get your head around the way it was assembled. Oh my god, I've been going the completely wrong way. Alright, I've got a DUE then. I'm just gonna avoid dogs from now on. Yeah, the thing about Unity is that Unity, you can then apply those skills to make other games. So I'm assuming if you mod the Unity port, you'd have some extra experience with Unity, which is actually like a really good video game engine. Tons of great games have been made in Unity. So I'd definitely check it out. It's probably a lot easier, more familiar. Technically, I've seen there are edits and patches and mods for DOS, but I don't know. I think the Unity version would be easier to add, and it also it's again you have the okay crap. All right, so that's blocked off. So maybe I go right and then left. But yeah, then you could be able to combine your mods with other people's mods. So I think that's a big bonus. I think. Yeah, I'm playing on the EPSXE. It's a slightly higher resolution, I think. And a little bit smoother. Oh god. Oh my god. All the dogs. So many dogs. That's no fun. Maybe I should go to Elroy Street then. I didn't even see if I could even get through that, but there were just so many dogs there. Yeah, if you already are familiar with Unity, that probably gets you a leg up as well, so it seems like the best idea. I know they're trying to do some great stuff with the Unity version. The guy, Gavin Clayton, who's actually kind of like the lead, project lead on Daggerfall Unity, he's trying to keep the game as close to classic as possible, but if there are actual bugs, he tries to fix them. So he's pretty much doing like the most true to the original as he can, but you know he's not going to pass up an opportunity to actually fix something. Oh, I can't go any further, so I might have to go through the dogs. Oof. Yeah, I have to go through the dogs, I think. Yeah, the more modders, the better for that. I think there could be some really great stuff with Unity in terms of ow. This is not a good run. uh some of the things you can do with Unity, I think could definitely have a lot of potential. Ooh, ammo. Can be a lot of running. Oh Lord, do I have to go through the dogs, or is there another exit I can go through here? I think that's another dead end. Yeah, I have to go through the dogs. Damn it. But yeah, they're adding like random encounters, real time fast travel, where you actually get to see your character traveling through the world when you do fast travel at like 50x speed or whatever. There's going to be more settlements outside. They're going to add a lot. There's so many cool things that they're working on. I'm really excited to see what they do with it. Alright, I should probably use some health before I die. Yeah. Where's that health drink at? Okay. Time to die, dogs. I don't trust any of you dogs. You're all getting the boot. Oh, that was messy. Hope I'm not too dead yet already. I'm orange. I'll be okay. Yeah, I think it'd be really, really interesting. And there's tons of graphics mods. Some people are replacing some of the 2D stuff with 3D models. I saw somebody replaced like the shelves in the stores in Daggerfall with fully 3D modeled shelves with like items on them in the same style. So really cool ideas. If somebody can replace the CG sprites with like 3D models that look good too, that'd be awesome. I know some people replace it with high def recreations. A lot of cool ideas. Really has a lot of potential. I should probably stream Unity at some point. I guess it's over here. As long as I keep a good running pace, I think I'll be good for a while. Avoid as many encounters as I can. Oh, that's it end too. Oh, God. I go down there? No. Alright, I'm already a little bit lost. I forgot there was a way to get out of here. Where the hell do I go? maybe there's some way to get through Matheson, that little entrance there. No, I already went there. Cheryl. Must be an alleyway somewhere. Either in Matheson or... I've gotten to the school before, I just forgot. It's been years. Into Finney Street? I thought it was something like that. It's blocked off, so there must be something... I think it's on Matheson. Maybe one of the little side entrances on Matheson. I don't know. Have to try it out. Check it out. That, no. No, this is what the dogs were, wasn't it? Thought so. No, there's no way through here. No, Cheryl was there, but I went to the end of that street, so maybe I have to go back to the cafe. It's a possibility, I guess. Maybe the cop is back. It's got some really big roads in this place. Oh, she's not back. I don't know if I should save after my terrible display, but well, anyway. All right, there's got to be a way through here. I've gotten to the school. I just don't remember how. Okay, all these are blocked off. So that means if Matheson doesn't have maybe the between maybe over there. If I where'd I go? Maybe there's an exit through here. Doesn't seem like there would be. See you later, Birdman. Yeah, this is very primitive, but yeah, it holds up surprisingly. Not too bad. Oh, another dead end. Yeah, just porting all this geometry into a better engine, better lighting and stuff like that would do wonders. But yeah, I don't know. They're probably pushing what they could do with the PlayStation with this one as it was. This reminds me a little bit of Nightmare Creatures, the way it handles. Yeah, there's a lot of restrictions that video games had to overcome. It's just funny how some of these games tried such difficult things with all these restrictions, but now that we have so few restrictions, games don't innovate anymore. It's kind of weird how that works. Not as much anymore, I should say. Alright, well, already kind of stumped here. Something I'm missing. It's all blocked off. Maybe I could try going... Maybe I'm supposed to go north. Maybe. I'm trying to remember now. Maybe if I go north, it wraps around. I think that might be so. Yeah, occasionally remasters can kind of lose a lot in the translation. I mean, people can probably complain about the Resident Evil 2 remake. Some people probably say that that was like, ruined the game or whatever. I think it adds a lot to the game. I think it I went back and watched some original Resident Evil 2 footage, and great game for the time, but I mean, zombies, you had just two-dimensional aiming. The zombies would die after a couple hits, and um the yeah, I mean, it was a lot more simplistic. Big loading screens. I mean, there's some definite improvements that the remake had. Oh, it's blocked off. Okay. Scratch that idea. Ultima Underworld's a little clunky, I gotta say. The old clicking on the corner movement, you can turn manually with your keys, but yeah, it's definitely feels a bit old, but it's still a good game. But yeah, it hasn't aged as much as well as some. All right, there's got to be a solution to this. I've already gone. I mean, I'm sure the bridges are also blocked off. I'm sure. Hmm. I've already gone to the end of that one exit down there with Cheryl. Right? Yeah, I've already gone down all the way down here. Read the books, did that whole thing, unless I missed an exit here somewhere. Yeah, I mean, you can consider that some of the old games had better atmosphere, or were more difficult, or the fixed camera angle made the suspension tighter. I mean, those are all valid points, if you want to make those points, but or how points definitely have potential and argument, but you could also say that all the things that remake added, more skill to aiming, more importance to aiming. Zombies are really, really difficult to predict how hard it is to kill them. Sometimes you shoot them once, they die. Sometimes you have to shoot them 20 times. They drop and they're still alive. Grab your leg on the way out. It's almost like a horror movie that way, where how alive or dead some these guys are kind of varies, and it kind of adds that unknown. You never know when they're fully dead, until you blow their head off or can poke them, 5 times on the ground and they don't move. You don't really know if they're really dead, and you're always going to be questioning that. I don't have to look at a walk through this early, but damn, this is tells you exactly where you need to go, but you have no idea how to actually get there. I'm trying to remember how I did it. I distinctly remember getting to the what do you call it? To school. Doghouse and Levin Street are written in the Cheryl's handwriting. Doghouse, Levin Street. Oh, I didn't see that clue before. Okay, so Levin Street. Okay, so yeah, I was going the right way. So Doghouse, Levin Street. Oh, there's a secret passage through the doghouse. Okay, should have read that. Be more thorough, Indigo. Be more thorough. Okay, so Doghouse, 11th Street. Am I at 11th Street now? Doghouse. This side, maybe? Here, doggy doggy. Oh, one of the flying bird things. Levin Street. Doghouse. Where's the doghouse? Oh, there's a dog. Ow. Alright, I'm actually probably hurt a lot. Yeah, I am. Guess another health drink. Ooh, I'm out of health drinks. Not good. I hope the overworld enemies don't respawn. House key was hidden in the doghouse. Take it? Yes. This is wrecking me here. Not much I can do to avoid this without just not getting into these fights. Feel bad about the dogs, actually. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I probably need to restart. I've been taking so much damage. I'd just like to know what I have to do here. So I have the house key. What does the house key do? Okay. So I have the house key, dog house. Is it that door? Or which door would be locked? Oh, that door. Okay. Makes sense. Yes, I would like that very much. Try not to save scum too much, so I'll go ahead and just heal up, I guess. Hopefully this game's a bit more forgiving. Alright, now that I'm in the house. Locked. Nice. Yeah, no, as I kind of explain in my take on it in my Dark Earth video, survival horror games kind of really evolved out of adventure games, not action games. They added that fear factor. In a lot of cases, you really don't want to fight, you know, if you want to survive. Save 2, save 3. Okay. Yeah, you want to actually avoid most fights. And if you remember, there are a lot of puzzles in Resident Evil games before they became dumbed down, you know, shooters. You know, figuring out puzzles, figuring out clues, looking at maps, you know, definitely more adventure game elements with a little bit of action when you can't just run away from something. It's interesting how game genres evolve. It's no secret. It's no, what do you call it? Coincidence either that a lot of adventure games, once they got into 3D engines like Grim Fandango, later Monkey Island games, they played like survival horror games. They had the same tank controls and everything. So they even played similarly in terms of controls and stuff. So I find that interesting. I mean, I remember Doom being scary, but I never thought it was like a horror game. Doom was actually scary back in the day. Quake was as well, in some ways. They weren't like trying to be horror shooters, like, you know, Fear or whatever, but that's a lot of locks. Okay. It's a map. Something is written on the map, hanging on the wall. Keys for Eclipse. Keys for Eclipse. So there's some sort of... We can go that way. What? I'm just confused. So you can go all the way through that area up there. There's a dot down there. There's something on the end of Elroy Street. And you can go east over there. Huh. Hey, good guy. How's it going? I'm just trying to put my head together on this, figure out this game. It kind of speaks in riddles to you. Like it sometimes it knocks you over the head with hints, but then it makes, figuring out that hint really difficult because it's not straightforward. Like, early on, they tell you exactly where you need to go. You need to go down to the bottom left there with the elementary school. But problem is, there's no way to get there. All exits are blocked off. So you have to then figure out what's going on. You have to look at other clues and figure out riddles and stuff. So, yeah, it's an interesting game. I have gotten further than I am now. I haven't gotten very far into the game before, but I have gotten further than I am now. Okay, so let's check out these places that it gave me hints for. So I need to go left, right, all the way to the end. Yeah, it's still got the atmosphere, but it also, yeah, it's cheesy at times for sure. The dialogue and everything. I actually think that Silent Hill 2 probably holds up a lot better than this game because the voice acting and the storytelling is still pretty damn on par. Yeah, I'd like to kind of play the original Resident Evil. I almost want to go back to the original Resident Evil 2 to see how similar and different it was. I haven't played RE2 for a while. Played RE1 recently for footage for Dark Earth. I'm familiar how the games play recently, but yeah, it's a little old. It can be frustrating when you get backed up into a corner, that's for sure. But they're still pretty good. Okay, so this is supposed to go all the way through. So there's keys here. If I remember right, it said there was keys. I might be mistaken. Off limits. Oh, can't go in there. Oh, there's something. There's a key. Woodman. It's health drink. Yeah, they're a little surreal. They're like nothing's quite as it seems. Nothing's quite literal. Silent Hill has always been kind of like sleepy, dreamy, distant. Okay, so there's probably some more stuff around here that I can get to. Over here, no. Sorry about the jerky camera movement. It's PS1 games. We're a little jank in that regard. Just want to make sure I'm not missing something. Playing some Metal Gear Solid 1 would be kind of a throwback. I've never played the remake, though. I've heard the remake is decent, though. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, I think it's called. Okay, I think I definitely missed something. Or actually, maybe there's one key per area, so there should be a key over here then, right? Remember, if I recall correctly. Somewhere over here. There's me, Boyd. Okay, it's going to be around here somewhere. I just don't know where. This is the place, right? Yeah, it's here somewhere. Drawing a bigger circle. Try not to get spend all my bullets and everything. Oh, that's creepy. Maybe we have in the corner here. Ah, there we go. There we go. Key and a health drink. Grab it. Nice. It's giving me vertigo. Oop. Right here before Mr. Okay, so now I just have to go over to that bridge up there, and then I'll get the third key. Then I'll be able to get to that door again. Yeah, I know. These are basically cliff racers. It's a great point you brought up. I wouldn't have connected to. Now I can't stop thinking of cliff racers. Should play some more Morrowind sometime. I was having some technical issues, so I need to... I think I might install Open Morrowind or something. I heard that runs better. Ran perfectly fine when I was capturing footage for my video, but then as soon as I started to live stream it, everything went to hell, so... Although now that might not be so much a problem now that I have my new setup. My new setup might actually work better. And of course it's ended. Police car. Stay away, bird. There's a key in the trunk. Ow. Damn it. Yeah, they don't really make... One thing that's interesting about the early survival horror games, I saw this one speed run for Resident Evil 1. Almost every single monster in those games is optional. Like, you have to kill very few enemies. They really make it so that you don't actually need to do much. I think I hear a dog now. I saw somebody playing Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and she was just dodging like almost every single monster. It was crazy. All right, so I need to go past Bachman, take a left in Levin. Yeah, it is realistic, but it also makes it so that they're very exploitable. If you're really good at bobbing and weaving, you can avoid almost every fight. Kind of like the angled, the half angle running there. It's kind of interesting. Where's the house? Doghouse. Where are you? There you are. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Should probably save real quick. Hopefully I'm not too hurt. I'm probably yellow. Oh, I'm actually green. Nice. So let me save real quick. One problem I had with what was that game? Silent Hill Homecoming. Visually, it was great. It was really, really true to the original, I think, in terms of the visuals. But it was more combat focused. There's some really tough fights in the game, and the save games were really spread out sometimes. Cool. Got through it. What? Uh-oh, nighttime. Oh yeah, this game actually looks really good at night. I remember that. Considering, yeah, look at that. That's like a post-production lens flare with additive, looks like additive transparency and basic lighting. I mean, that's pretty good for PlayStation 1, honestly. I mean, the textures and terrain and stuff's really really low poly, but let's check that just to make sure. Definitely gives a sense of dread, though. I mean, Anything on this bush? Oh, I missed 2 health drinks. I ought to kick myself for that. Yeah, PS1's games quite often just went right to black because it hid the rough edges better. Games that were all fully lit usually look pretty bad. This at least gives the game some depth. And see how the light travels over each one of the polygons. Like each square in the ground is like 2 polys. It's kind of funny actually. Literally 2. Oh god, dogs! No, I'm outie. Okay, so I need to take a hard left at Midwich. I'm actually seeing where the terrain's getting loaded in. Lol. Uh-oh. Bad birds. Yeah, Tenchu, reminds me a lot of Tenchu, how Tenchu rendered stuff. That'd be an interesting game to revisit. I don't think it'd be that great, but it would be interesting to revisit, because I played a lot of Tenchu. Ooh. Ah, crap. Ah, open. Nope. Okay, I need a key. Please be the school soon. I have probably like 4 or 5 guys following me right now. I don't think they get hit by the trees. It's the school. Ooh. Oh my god, so many dogs. Oh god, I got the door. Oh god. There's a lot of enemies. I don't want to shoot them. I'll probably get more hurt just trying to kill them than actually just skipping them at this point. Okay. Let me try. I'm starting to hitch up a little bit. Let me try. Hang on. Just save state. Good. Then I'm going to load state maybe. That might help. Does that help with the hitching? No, it's still hitching. Okay. Let me do something else then. Let me close out of that. And then ISO. Yes, I'm using an emulator. Sue me. There. Okay, so still lagging a bit, huh? I thought closing and opening again would help this. I'm wondering if there's something wrong with my settings. It's kind of bad. It's going to be hard to play when it's like this. I wonder if I have to tone down something. All right, well, let me tweak some settings real quick, and I'll be back. Hang on 1 second, guys. Yeah, I would like to stream some Resident or some Parasite Eve at some point. I don't have any elevator music, do I? I think I have something. Let me see if I have something to play. There you go. How's that? Hey, welcome back, everybody. I tweaked some things, lowered some settings. I'm reloading the game. I'm hoping that will fix it. Sorry for the delay. It might just be the emulator. Yeah, I'm turning the game down a little bit. It looks more like the original game now. It's like barely up-resed. But I'm thinking maybe that will help if I start with a fresh, load, less things on the RAM. Hopefully it runs a little bit better. We'll see. I think maybe some of the settings I had were maybe kind of like maybe a memory leak or something. This is slightly more. Yeah, this obviously looks a lot more humble. I still think it's slightly higher res than the original, but maybe it's about the same. We'll see if that runs a little bit better. Yeah, I don't like emulating games at a higher settings. I had a lot of issues when I tried to mod an emulator when I was running Shenmue. But I managed to get some okay results considering, but yeah, it was a bit frustrating. I was disappointed I couldn't get the depth of field. That would have been amazing if I had gotten that right. Okay, so take a right, then take a left. Okay. Let's go straight. Ow. Now this looks more like a Nintendo 64 game. So I've got smooth textures, but I still have blocky characters. Yeah, I'm playing Sun Hill. I haven't beaten this game yet, so it's going to be kind of interesting. I've gotten through this part and through most of the school, but I haven't gotten much further than that, so it'll be mostly blind. Just had some issues with the emulator. Oh, and yeah, when I got into the school of all places, it started to get really slow. So I don't know if there was some sort of optimization issue or whatever. We'll try going back in there and seeing how it works. If I don't get hit too many times on the way there. Dodge the doges. Okay, this is the room that started having trouble. Okay, yeah, it's just this room, it seems. It's weird, everything else is fine. Okay, I'll just have to get out of this room quick then, I guess. School map. Take it. I mean, I've done full playthroughs for smaller games. I did a not full sail, what was it? Something sail. God, I don't remember what it's called now. But I did, I almost did all of Type Commando. I did, something sail. God, I don't remember what it's called now. That I got all the way through. I got all the way through, Rondo of, or Circle of the Moon, or whatever it was, Bloodstained Circle of the Moon. But 5 o'clock darkness that brings the choking heat. Flames render the silence, awakening the hungry beast. Open time's door to beckon prey, huh? Yeah, some games that I play, I had to do like 10 streams to finish them, so I just kind of varied up a bit. A place with songs and sound. A silver guidepost is untapped in lost tongues. Awakening at the ordained order, huh? So I'm guessing that I've got access to a clock or something at some point. Okay, this room's fine. Just some of those rooms it does not like. Interesting. I like this room. This room runs well. I'm terrified of windows in horror games now. Probably have a lot of handgun ammo now. Handgun bullets. How many do I have? 94. Damn. Got quite a bit of ammo. That's why I like playing roguelites on stream, because I can usually get like 3 or 4 runs in. This almost kind of feels more complete. Okay, yeah, it's not like this particular place at all. It does look pretty stirring though. So the lighting really kind of helps. Hopefully that's not the entrance. That might actually be the entrance. Lockers, anything in lockers? Nope, can't use those. It's locked. That's an item. It's definitely an item, or is that just part of the radiator? Maybe. This looks like some sort of mental hospital. I guess it's the doctor's office. Come on, use it. Yeah, I've done several live streams for single games. I've done like I think 3 for Chrono Trigger, 3 for New Vegas. I got like I think halfway through New Vegas or more. I mean, obviously there's tons of side activities, so it's hard to tell exactly, but it's fun. I could go back to this at some point. occasionally I go back to games I've played before. I've done that with Fallout 2, Fallout New Vegas, Chrono Trigger. I did play SWAT twice, actually, like a year between. But, oh, give me those health drinks. You actually read the texture. It's funny. But yeah, I'm kind of variety streamer, so I don't always do the same game until I'm done. Kind of mix it up a bit. Oh, it really does not like this room. All right, move. Hopefully it's not outside. Oh, I think that is outside, isn't it? Oh, all right, little mole rats. Screw you, little mole rats. It does not like this courtyard or something. Oh, I hear somebody near me. God, what is that noise? Is he dead? I don't want to know what that noise is. I had a lot of fun with SWAT. I think that was a good live stream. Oh. Oh. Give me little bears. Nope. I don't trust you. Okay, they're dead. Oh, I wish I could call a SWAT team on these guys. Probably reload my gun. Oh, that's actually reloaded. All right, now. See, if I were to fight everything I fought, I'd be like out of ammo already. I'd rather hoard ammo and be a bit more prepared. Okay, that lock's jammed. Of all places, the indoor area is giving me hate. That's weird. Giving me pain, huh? I think the indoor areas would be easier to render. Outdoor areas, you have so much more, so many more objects and longer distance and everything. Yeah, I hope they release Ready or Not. I'd really like to have another game kind of like SWAT. Okay, so I guess this is the only door that goes. More enemies, isn't there? Oh, little penguin guy or something. What is that? Okay. I ain't touching that little thing then. Let's go through here. Attention. Nope. It's jammed, huh? Well, I can't seem to shoot this thing. So, all right, I'm out. This game likes to kind of throw things at you and not explain anything. It's like, what is that little guy? Seems like it. Seems like kind of a little monster, demon, possessed ghost baby thing. I've been here before? Can't tell. Oh, I could go upstairs, though. What is this? Is that a door for ants? Kind of miss the loading screens where you go upstairs and you go through doors at Resident Evil. That's kind of fun. At least they made it somewhat interesting. Okay, what's over here? What's setting off my alarms? Oh, one of the little bears. A lot of doors. I don't want to. I don't have to go through each one, but it seems like it's one of those areas. Nothing useful in a desk drawer. Okay. I'd like to get out of this building because for some reason my emulator is not liking this building. Ran everything just peachy. You? Who? Yeah, early 3D does not date well. That's for sure. What about this room back here? Oh, what is over there? Oh, little bear. Gotta make sure they're dead. I like to lie down and not be dead. Anything that desk? See, I don't get why this room is giving me trouble because like it's got a finite amount of objects. It doesn't have to like stream in new areas or anything. Very weird. Never understand. I know it was a pain to make games spec in this era because you had so little to work with in terms of memory and stuff like that. And this room's fine. Oh, it was for a second there. I can keep on going up. Assuming that's a good idea. Whatever. Interesting. Most games would have put a lot of music to this area. Oh, can't go through that door. But this game kind of embraces the quiet, kind of embraces the awkward silence, if you will. I think Resident Evil did that as well. This game more so. I don't know what any of these places are. Oh, bathrooms. Oh. Messed up crying in the bathrooms. That can't be anything bad, right? God damn it. Where's my gun reloaded? Reload the gun. It's going to be disturbing, I'm sure. Door number 1. Nope. Door number 2. Of course not. Brace myself. Door number 3. No? Can I open any of them? I can't seem to open them. Unless I'm just being silly. No, almost all these games owe a big, owe a lot to Alone in the Dark, the original. I can't seem to open any of these doors. So I'm fine with that. I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that be. But it's probably something I have to do. So hopefully it's not bugged. Get out of this room, bears. Oh, get off me. I'm probably hurt now, aren't I? Oh, I'm so peachy. Yeah, you gotta compare everything to Dark Souls. I think there was some subreddit or some account or something that was collecting like the most inane Dark Souls comparisons and stuff like that. I need to find that and like post it to my Discord or something like that because that was amazing. Some of them were just like, what? Where they're comparing like TV shows, like this is the Dark Souls of, you know, Star Trek clones or something like that. It was really, really dumb. Okay, come on. 555, come on now. I need to open this door. If I use a kicking or something. Break down the door. Nope. I can't seem to open these doors. So hopefully there's something important back here. I certainly hope so. They actually give me like way more ammo than Resident Evil 2 was. Weirdly enough. I mean, there's more monsters here, I guess, but yeah, RE2 Remake, I think they get like maybe 100, 200 bullets in the entire playthrough, really. Not a whole lot. I just want to stay out of the hallways. Hallways are really not working for me here. Maybe some of these pictures have clues or something. No? You. I looked at that. I couldn't use it. Who? Who are you? Yeah, I can't seem to use any of this stuff, so I'm not sure. I've already gone through that other room, too. All right. Well, this side of the hallway is just peachy. Have I been here already? Oh, it's unlocked? Ah, come on. Kick him. They actually, no, they look more like sloths than bears. I decided now. They're actually evil sloths. So that's canon. Oh, music kicked in. I don't know what to think about that. Lockers. That doesn't sound like a good sound. No. I'm gonna go for the no Trebek on that one. Sounds like a bad sound. Yeah, I mean there was a thing like that back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember NES Hard. Like it was just kind of known that every NES game was just incredibly difficult. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I don't want to have to open up the damn The shaky locker. I mean, the noise, the radio noise isn't going off, so in theory, it's not a monster. This makes me wonder how good Silent Hill would have looked if it was a pre-rendered backgrounds. Just a cat, of course. Cats. Oh, shit. That's dark. The cat just got eaten. Nothing inside. So it was literally just a big misdirection. Don't eat the cats. Warning, don't forget to take all your possessions after using the lockers. Okay, normal board. Kick it. Die, sloth. That's for eating the cat. Alright, so where have I not been yet? This room, maybe? All these doors look exactly the same, so I'm having a little bit of a hard time keeping track. A piano. Written in blood. It's nice. It's written in blood. A tale of birds without a voice. First flew the greedy pelican, eager for the reward, white wings flailing. Then came a silent dove, flying beyond the pelican as far as he could. I swear this game was written by a failed poet. A raven flies in, flying higher than the dove, just to show that he can. A swan glides in to find a peaceful spot next to another bird. Finally, out comes a crow, coming quickly to a stop, yawning and then napping. Who will show the way? Who will be the key? Who will lead the silver reward? Lead to their silver reward. Huh. I'm sure it's probably a on-the-nose solution for the puzzle or something. It's locked, but doesn't seem to be... It won't open, but doesn't seem to be locked. Alright. Nice creepy room. How's my guy doing? How many more rounds do I have? Okay, I have a bit of rounds. This is reminding me a little bit of Mario 64. The texture filtering and low poly stuff. I should have gotten this to run on my PS3. That would have been actually smoother. It ran fine when I tested it before. I just didn't get this far when I was testing it, so some rooms are fine. I'm hoping that once we get out of this school, whatever's causing these hitches will go away. It's just the piano room, right? Yeah. Let I'm completely turned around. Oh, I do have a map for this place. Oh, okay. Locker room question mark. So there's still something in the locker room. Okay, this will make it a bit easier now that I know that I actually have a map for the whole school. I used to really design games like mazes. I mean, that was just the way you design games, was a maze. Now you design the game, you design a path, and then you just fill in everything around that path to make it look like a full facility. It's weird. Before, they would design the maze and then design your path through the game, it seemed. But now they design the path and then just build up like scenery and window dressing around your path in the game to kind of like make it seem like there's a larger world around you, but there isn't always. It's kind of weird, but I mean, it makes sense from a perspective of how much time it takes to actually model really, you know, good looking modeled stuff. So yeah, it makes sense, but it is weird how that works. There's got to be a locker with something on it. Nothing inside. There's got to be something in this room. They didn't just have this room for a cat jump scare, did they? That's something on the wall here is a hint. Could quite possibly be. Yeah, blah, blah. There's boxes up there, but yeah. Doesn't look like anything here I can actually use. But yet, it still has a question mark there, which drives me nuts. I don't think AAA gaming will implode. There's still plenty of good companies, but yeah, there's just a lot of trends. I mean, there were bad trends, but even back in, like, I don't know if you remember. I mean, we're talking about 1990s. There were some terrible games released in the 1990s. I remember one game. There was at least 2 or 3 games I got on PS1 that were practically unplayable. You know, they got 3s and 4s on reviews. I mean, they were bad. They've been really bad, cheap knockoff, you know, licensed games since the dawn of time. It's becoming a bit more mainstream. But if you want good games, there's plenty of good games out there. But yeah, I mean, AAA gaming definitely is in trouble a bit. All right, lab equipment room. I don't think I've been up in that upper area at all. So I should probably go this way. I hear a lot of monsters out there. No, get off me. Had to kill so many sloths to get through this game. Some ammo at least. This room is really broken. Okay. Try to get through as quick as I can. See numbers. Yeah, I mean, I generally agree with you, Guncolo. I mean, I totally agree that having to spend millions of dollars for, you know, every single set piece and stuff like that, it does eat away at what makes the game good. I mean, I like looking at, you know, graphics, but at the same time, the game worlds are becoming less and less interactive. They're extremely pretty, well detailed, polished, you know, amusement park rides now in a lot of cases. I mean, thing is, those games get amazing reviews and people still buy them in droves. So it's not like they're going away anytime soon. Okay, library. Okay, that's right over here. Check that out. We know a lot more about games now, so by their very nature, we'll probably, you know, nail basic things like controls and user interface and stuff like that, right? Because you have the entire history of video gaming behind us. We have way better technology, way better resources. But at the same time, yeah, it just seems like presentation marketing is king now, and it's hard to make something that's just a good game without all that. Oh god, what is that sound? I hear something bad. I don't know where it is. Where is this thing? It's in the other room? Or it's in the box, maybe. Could be in the box. Oh, I can move this box. Where do I want to climb to? Probably up there, right? Maybe. I don't see where I'm supposed to be shooting at. Where this monster is. Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s had some really great games. You know, technically they could be improved now, obviously, but I mean, they had some really, really exceptional ideas. Push this? Seems like I should be able to push this. Is that my shoes? I don't know. Yeah, it seems like my shoes are squeaking. Something. I mean, I kind of disagree with you a little bit. I mean, back then, Thief was a AAA game. It's just AAA game design in general has become more expensive. You know, Deus Ex was a AAA game. It had a big time publisher, had a big time developer. I mean, you wouldn't say that Quake wasn't a AAA game. Doom was, of course, a AAA game. It's just what that means today is very different from what it meant back then. I mean, Doom was made by like a handful of guys. Now, equivalent game like Doom Eternal is probably made by 100 guys. So it's very different. But they were the highest quality kind of games of the time. All right, kick the sloth. Good. Just budgets are just out of this world now. I mean, the most expensive game in like the 90s was like one of the God, what was it? It was one of those games that Chris Roberts worked on. I forget which one, Wing Commander, like 4 or something like that. It was like the most expensive game it made at the time. I think it was like maybe $12 million. Now there's games that cost like 100 or more, or 200, you know. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, if you made a game for a couple $1 million and it sold a couple million copies, it was sustainable. Now, you make a game for $50, $100 million, you need to all of a sudden sell 10 million copies. It's basic math. I feel like I'm just wandering at this point. I don't know if it's going to give me many clues in my map, but it does not seem... I really don't know where I'm supposed to be going here. Guess I just check every room. Does seem like you just have to kind of wander, figure out what's actually important, what isn't. Chemistry lab. Sure nothing bad could be in here. Oh, nice little organ. Hand. Statue of an old man's hand. The first shut tight as if it never to let go. It's holding on to something. Well, Well, that's definitely something I need to look at. I just don't know if I can get the item it's carrying right just yet. There's ammo. Yeah, I mean, AAA games don't necessarily mean bad. I mean, there's plenty of good AAA games. There's, CD Projekt Red's games are pretty good. I mean, Warframe is pretty much a AAA game at this point. I mean, it may be Digital Extremes. I don't know who publishes it, but Digital Extremes made Unreal. They made lots of other games. They're AAA developers. So, I mean, there's tons of examples of good AAA games that don't do all the same BS that you get from every EA game or every Activision game. The fact that it has a big budget and it has a big publisher doesn't make it, by necessity make it evil. So. Okay, what do I need to do with this damn hand? Chop the hand. I'm sure that's not what I need to do with it. To come back here, I guess, when I have more items or something. Sony makes good exclusives, but I have to say, like, as good as those games are, they definitely follow all of the tropes of, AAA game giving to a T. Like, exceptionally well produced, great looking, showpieces, good stories, whatever, linear as hell. You're gonna get the same exact experience as everyone else. Extremely high polish, narrow variability, I should say. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it's not really for me. I loved Uncharted and stuff like that, but anybody who plays Uncharted has gotten the same exact experience pretty much. You get a very curated, finite experience, and that's it. I kind of like games that you could talk about it with your friends. Oh crap, who's that? No, something in here and I can't see. Wish I could see this monster. But I like games where you can like talk about it with your friends, and they all said, "Oh, I didn't do that at all. I did this, and it was totally different for me." Like I like games that actually change and play differently based on the player's input. You know, I liked Horizon Zero Dawn quite a lot. Yeah, I think that was good. Open world games, by definition, usually have more variability. Yeah, I haven't played God of War yet either. Something on the ceiling or something? I don't get where the noise is coming from. Oh, those are pedals for the piano, isn't it? No? Hmm. Is this marked on my map or anything? I'm hopeful for Cyberpunk 2077. I know that they've had some development trouble. And I know they basically shelved the game for years for Witcher 3 and its DLC, which I was disappointed about, but I'm still hopeful that it'll be a good game. I'm trying not to get I'm trying to sell this, unattainable, perfection of a game that the game will never be. Like it'll have its problems, it'll have weekend game, or it'll have some bugs, it'll have some performance issues, whatever. It's going to be a flawed game for sure, but I think it from what I've seen of it, and again it's scripted, on rails camera footage that we've seen.